Hello.
Hi there. I just texted Sean. He said he was getting home soon.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm here. So
Yeah, I never found the actual how to do this on the event page, so I had to text him. And I think
it's trust me, it's hard for me to figure out. So
good. Well, I'm glad at least the two of us are here.
yes. We can take some time. Perfect. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette.
Enjoy it. We'll see you in a bit.
Okay.
Hi, Tom. I had to text Sean because I don't know how things work.
We need to simplify how to find that Zoom link because I was like 6 windows deep to get to the Zoom link. Hey, Debbie. Oh, she's frozen.
What's up, Tom?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Are we getting ready? We should have about 25 people coming. So
I know. We can hold on.
yeah, so let's wait for a tiny bit. But hey, we successfully got back from the airport, ran in and got our food at the grocery store because yours truly didn't have a chance to do it yet, and got home in time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I'm excited. The last class was a lot of fun and it was delicious with the chicken parm and the eggplant.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did you layer yours like that? Because we did.
I did. That was the last minute sort of, twist on it all. Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah, this one is, it's the tomato soup. And then there's the chicken wrapped in voltini.
Nice.
And then we're doing one for vegetarian only as well.
Sounds
But
great.
you can use that as well,
Hey Debbie, you might recognize. Oh, he just walked out of his.
Hello.
You may recognize that person, Debbie. That's brother. That's brother
see.
David.
How are you,
Oh,
Debbie?
and I think we might have been the same age. I'm good. How are you? I used to be Debbie Snyder. And Rebecca
Yes.
Becky is my
Becky
sister.
Snyder, the Goodman's older sister.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yep.
So everybody who just joined, we're still waiting for some other people. We're supposed to have about 20 to 25 people today. So just get your stuff situated. I hope I have all the ingredients because it seems like there weren't that many things that I needed to buy at the store. So we'll see. But if I don't, good thing I live in a big condo building. I can go borrow it from a neighbor.
You have to put it more.
Yeah. Yes.
The one thing I think for the next class that we do, because it'll be helpful as I'm going around my kitchen, is what pots and pans are we gonna need?
Do you need like a soup kettle?
Yeah, hey Lena,
Yeah.
while you're waiting for everybody, pot, pans, skillets are we probably gonna need?
Okay, so for beginning, for soup, you need a deep pot. Okay, so I'm gonna use this one. Let me show you. Okay, because I'm gonna make for the restaurant soup, you know? So
Yeah.
you need something that's deep. Because I already said that's 28 ounces
Okay.
of tomato sauce, right? So you need something that is deep,
Yeah,
okay? Not a skillet,
all
not
right.
a pan, but a deep sauce pan.
Would this be deep enough
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
for 2 people? Yeah, perfect.
Yes, yes. That would be deep enough, yes. But you need something that's deep. And for right now, everybody just needs to gather the tomato, the garlic, basil, olive oil. That's pretty much it. That's just for the first round. Your tomato, basil. Ah, yes, nice basil plant. Very good. Your garlic.
Smells so good.
I know, doesn't it?
So it's so nice.
That's all we need to do to start. But let's wait until more people have joined. And then when you're ready to say, let's go, we go.
Oh, hey, Ryan and Stephanie, little baby there. She's getting big.
Hi. Robert wants to say hi too.
Hey, Robert, bud, how are you?
Easy, Tom. There he is right there in the corner. He's getting ready to cook, just like us.
Ready to cook.
You gonna help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Tommy, here's our baby.
Hi, Teddy.
Look, there's Uncle Tommy. Oh, Tom, is that your new kitchen?
It is part of my need.
Awesome. Can't wait to see it.
Teddy keeps asking when he can come play with Uncle Tom.
Emma, look at you.
Hi.
Hi.
All right, guys, you ready to start? Or what do you want me to do? Wait 10 more minutes?
No, just wait like another 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay.
I just checked in with Sean to see who we might be missing from the RSVP list.
Okay. Cool. Just everybody get a deep pot. Something deep. Something like this. A deep pot. Your tomato soup. Get out your tomato sauce, your garlic, and your basil. Salt, pepper, and olive oil.
Hey,
And
Tom,
then we can begin that one.
hey, Tom, this is Wendy. I think Danny may have RSVP'd, but he's studying, so you can ignore him if he RSVP'd.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, I thought you were done. Didn't mean to interrupt.
All right, let's see here. All right. You know, whenever you're ready.
You can begin.
Go for it.
Okay. All right. So, all right, guys. All right, I'm using
Actually, let me ask you, is this
a mouse.
first cooking class?
Huh?
I was just saying, was this anybody's first cooking class with us? Okay. Well, this is Lena from Al Cristino. Let me just take a step back and start there. Lena and Juliana run and own Al Cristino at 1926 9th Street Northwest here in Washington, D.C. And they have been longtime friends of mine since long time ago. And we're doing this on a regular basis to just try to get some fun stuff to do while we've been all locked down and getting ready to just learn how to make some new stuff. Today, we've got some amazing tomato soup, which was my favorite soup that she makes at Al Casino. They do make a ton of good soups. And then a rolled stuffed chicken, or for the vegetarian side of the equation, we've got a eggplant. So Lisa, take it away.
I will. Guys, now start to open your, like I said, it should be full peeled San Marzano tomatoes, not San Marzano style. Okay? Open it up. What you want to do afterwards, wash your hands thoroughly, okay? Wash your hands because you're gonna have to touch them with your hands, okay? All right. So I just wash my hands. Everybody wash your hands. Do it nice and good, okay? Because the way you're gonna crush them is with your hands. It's kind of a chunky soup, but it's not. And I'm gonna show you. Okay. Here. Take your pot, okay? Put it on light heat. Because this will take a good hour. Take your tomatoes. Clean up the seed. Clean up that seed. Get the tomatoes. Squish them. The reason why I say San Marzano is better because it has a less acidity. You don't have to add sugar to it. You don't have to do anything to this tomato.
How much with your hands are you breaking those tomatoes apart?
3 at a time. But then we're gonna use the potato masher, right? But you want to break it up with your hand. And you only want to use the potato smasher at the end, just to give it more consistency. So, after you finish all of that, pour the juice. All of it, pour all of the juice. And then, depending on how much you're making, right? I said 28 ounces. Fill half of it with water. So if you're making for 4 people, then you want to fill the whole thing, right? You have to mix water for it to dilute. So I'm going to fill this at water, okay? When I go this way. Yeah, like that. So if you, like I said in my instructions, 28 ounce. Perhaps if you bought 2 of those containers, then you need 1 full one of a 28 ounce. So what I'm doing is filling it with water. Okay. Everybody should turn on the oven now for the crostini or for the croutons. Turn on your oven. And let's break some garlic. Okay, only 2. Smash it with your hands. It's so easy. Just with your hands, it will fall apart. I don't know if my camera can see this. Garlic, smash with your hands. The skin falls right off. You just drop it in the tomato sauce. Okay. Smash. One more time. There you go. That's 2. So mine looks like this right now. Okay. Full of water. You just mix it up. I smashed it. Once it gets more hot or boiling, I will use the masher, the potato masher. Okay. And fresh basil. So let me go get the basil. So my basil is right here. I'm gonna take at least 4 or 5 leaves. Yeah. Bravo. Drop it in there.
I have a question. If we're making a double recipe, do we, like you just added 4 leaves of basil? Should we add 4 if we're doubling it?
If you are doubling, for how many people?
For 4 people.
4
Like
should
we
be
use
fine.
2 cans of tomatoes.
Yeah, 4 should be fine.
Okay.
Because it's just, you want to taste tomato, you don't want to taste tomato basil soup. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yep. And so this one waits. So this one, the tomato soup, you have to be patient. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
While this is making,
And we're actually broken in half too.
while this is cooking, let's take the sliced bread. Okay, because we said turn on the oven.
What do we turn it on to? Like what temperature?
375 is always the golden.
325. Did she say 325?
375.
375.
Yeah.
Top, Kate's in the lower.
Mom, you're not on mute.
Oops.
Sorry. My stand is. Okay. Okay, you my garlic. Yes, por favor. Get your sliced bread. Okay. For how many people you're gonna cook for, that's how many you're gonna do. Just cut into cubes. Doesn't have to be perfect. But while the soup is cooking, can't do anything much else than that. So you put the cut cubed bread on a sheet. Okay. Little bit of olive oil. But when your oven heats to 375, stop it at 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. So as the soup is preparing and the croutons which you're making, he want to stop, he say stop. So we can take a break. See, everybody is good. I'm gonna wait 5 minutes so everybody finishes. Prepare yourself to take out your chicken. Your asparagus, your ricotta, the spinach, and your white wine. For people that are doing vegetarian version, prepare yourself. Take out your eggplant and your zucchini and your ricotta. Toothpicks as well.
Hey, Lena, are we using garlic in the chicken as well, or are we done with the garlic?
We're done with the garlic.
Okay.
At the end of the tomato soup, then we add salt and pepper, and that's the only thing that it needs. But it's based on how much you like salt and how much you like pepper. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
For everybody, it's different. But for the next step, everybody prepare your chicken, your asparagus, your spinach, ricotta cheese, your flour, frying oil,
Should the soup be boiling or anything yet?
let it simmer. So it should be a medium heat. Once it starts boiling, then mash it. But it's gonna take a while. So you need very low heat. Once it starts boiling, then you use a masher.
All right.
This is how my tomato soup is looking. It's still not boiling. You see? Just slowly simmering. It's not boiling yet, but I don't want it to because we have also a lot of things to do in between that time, and also tomato soup takes a while to make. Okay? You have to be patient with it. But that's why we can do the entrees while that is making, because that's gonna take a while for it to cook. And that's why we can make an entree in between that time.
Here's a question for you. In restaurant life, would you prepare a whole bunch of tomato soup? Like if you decided you're gonna have tomato soup for today's special soup, would you prepare a whole bunch of it? You're not gonna cook a little bit at a time.
No, I prepare a whole bunch. At least prepare 10 orders.
Okay.
You know, some people never want to run out of specials, but the point of a special is to be a special. So they should run out, right? You don't want to make too much or too little, but enough. Everybody check on their croutons. Check your croutons, guys. Let's see if it's nice and golden, or maybe maybe need a little bit more. But check on them so they don't burn. Mine already golden. You can see. I do have a, as you guys know, commercial grade. So like mine already golden. So check on your croutons. The wonderful thing about being a chef is you have to multitask like no other. Like you have to always be aware of everything that you are putting. Okay. And keep the oven on even after the croutons are done. Keep it on because we're gonna finish the chicken and the vegetarian version of the eggplant and zucchini in the oven. So just keep it on at 375. Right, should we move to the next step or do you want more time?
We have more time. My croutons still aren't done.
That's cool. All right, 5 more minutes.
According to my timer, 2 minutes and 18 seconds.
Perfect. Thank you, chef. That's how we always talk to each other. We always say, how much more time? 5 minutes, this, that. So always chefs talk to understand where they are in their placements. Trying to figure out this stand. Oh, huh. Maybe like this. Huh. Perfect. Make sure your tomato is simmering and not boiling. Let it sit for a while so the acidity kind of oozes out. That's why we don't put sugar in our tomatoes. That's why we also said use San Marzano, not San Marzano-style. They hold a little bit more acidity in the tomato. By the way, by making this tomato soup, you actually learn how to make very good tomato sauce. The only thing is you add less water and you mash it very, very hard with potato masher. But you're going to make the best tomato sauce ever.
Chef, if I was the only one holding you up, my croutons are done. I don't know if everybody else is finished.
Okay, thank you. How's everybody else doing? Is everybody okay? You guys want to move to the next step?
I'm ready.
Yep.
Ready.
Ready? Okay, perfect. All right. So like I said, take out your chicken breast. Okay. Sorry, I just need to figure out this device. Chicken breast. Depending on how many people you're making for, remember, 1 chicken breast feeds 2. So we want to butterfly it. Okay. And that means cutting through the middle. Chico, can you hold this? Because this stupid machine doesn't work. Yeah. You guys. You want to cut it in the middle. Hold palm on top. And then it becomes like this. Okay. Pound it. I mean, if you want to use a tenderizer, you can do it, but really, like, you can use your hands if you don't have a tenderizer. Take some flour. Got it. Well, yeah. We do have a tenderizer, so we'll use that one. But if you don't, just use your palm. So grab your flour. Yeah. And just do it lightly. Usually you would use a plastic wrap so it doesn't break. But we're not really doing it that much. Just tenderize it to make it wider. Okay. We're going to do that to the other piece. All right. After you have done this, that's when you want to fill it. But we're going to wait until everybody has done this. No, actually, this one is more tenderizing.
Hey, Nina, quick question.
Say what?
Quick question.
Huh?
When you were cutting your chicken breast, when you were cutting your chicken in half, when you were butterflying it, were you physically cutting it so that it was 2 distinct pieces?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. You start in the middle and you tear away, and then you open it up and cut it in 2 distinct pieces because it's a thick piece of meat. So when you want to kind of stuff it, it'd be a lot if it was just 1 piece. It will take a very long time to cook.
All right.
Sorry if I missed this. How thin do you make them?
Just cut them through half. So okay, so I have this one, right? I'm gonna cut this. Hold on. Hold the. Okay. And okay. So one chicken breast, right? You want to go through the middle. It can be, you have to be equal. Hold your hand on top. Cut it in the middle to be as symmetrical as possible. And then turn it over and you can see that it's butterfly. And then you cut. And then you have 2 pieces. Right? You wanna, I love teaching, but I love teaching conserving food and making food for as many people as you want. Like, let's say you didn't know that you're about to have 4 guests. Guess what? You're about to have 4 chicken breasts with just 2 chicken breasts, right? So you want to always conserve food, especially when we're about to fill it, because the filling is also what adds to much more flavor. And then you pound it to make it bigger. You widen it, okay? So with 2 chicken breasts, I made a dinner for 4, right? Because in the end, you're gonna be full with everything that is stuffed with. And I'm not gonna teach you wrapping. That's why I said use toothpicks, because toothpicks do the same thing. They're like the poor man's way of wrapping. But it's easy to do. Think of it as a cordon bleu. Cordon bleu is like, we did the same thing. It would be chicken, ham, and cheese. So you could do that as well for your next recipe. And they wrap it, sear it, all right? Get your flour out. Some salt and pepper. Don't forget that you need your asparagus, your spinach, and your ricotta cheese. Okay? Take all of those things out. Your frying oil, your oven is already on because you made the croutons. Okay. All right. Let's season our chicken. Salt. Salt 1 round. 1 round means a pinch of salt. A pinch of salt. 1 on top. Pepper. Yeah. Now we need the flour, right? I'm gonna wait until everybody has salted and peppered their chicken. And then we go with the flour. Okay. Remember, the flour gives it a little bit more moisture. Doesn't matter how much you put on it, because it will drag away. Drag it that way. Turn it over. Don't need to use too much. Just need to coat it, right? Coat it. Coat it. Just like. So you guys are ready, let me know. And then we start to stuff it. Okay. All right, your tomato should be boiling by now, okay? So as the tomato is boiling, get your potato masher. Because we have to do 2 things at once, right? We're doing an appetizer and an entree. So remember that your tomato needs to be smashed. So potato smasher. Right? Potato smasher. Smash your potatoes. Smash your tomatoes. I should say. Rinse it off like so, and then let it keep boiling. mean, everybody's doing a good job, you know, there's no question, that's good. Very good. Good job, guys. But I'll wait until everybody finishes the butterflying of the chicken. Flouring it, remember. Coat it on both sides. Don't use too much flour because you don't need to. Just needs to be coated. Salt and pepper. Because all the other flavors are gonna go inside. Okay? And then what you need to do is grab a frying pan. Something low, not deep pan. And then put frying oil inside. But until we do all of this, that can't be done yet because you don't want to burn the oil.
How much oil should we put in the pan?
In the pan, you should put at least so I would describe it as enough to cover only half of the chicken.
Okay.
Because we're only searing it. That's why the oven is still on from the croutons. Okay. Vegetarian wise, who needs to know the vegetarian recipe?
I do.
Okay. All right. So you got your eggplant and your zucchini, yes? Okay. So let me show you. Okay. Shit, this is hot. Oh. Okay. When you do, can you hold the phone? Thank you. Take your eggplant. No, I see. Por favor. Yeah. Okay. Take off the label. Okay. So, you want to cut it in long ways, but very thin, super thin. And what we're gonna do to tenderize it is by putting it in the oven. So if you want to put it in the oven now, that will be perfect because then it will be easier to roll. We get pieces like this. I mean, you can cut off the head, obviously. Yeah. You've done that already. in as possible. Okay. Same with the zucchini. You're gonna do the same thing. Cut off the head, but cut long ways. And what we're gonna do at the end is roll them together. Okay, but the only problem is that they need to be tenderized because this is a hard shape. Like you can't roll it, right? Oh, great. So you have to put them in the oven with a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper. Okay, and then we'll do the filling the same way. So cut long ways. Long ways, and to tenderize it, again, put it in the oven. And at 375, it works. 5 minutes, only 5 minutes, because just so it can tenderize and you can fill it. And again, do that with your zucchini as well. Yeah, we'll do zucchini as well. Long ways. We'll put it in the oven. I'm gonna put that in the oven now. And then I will show you with a little bit of olive oil, okay, so salt and pepper, just to make it nice and soft, and then we can roll it. Salt and pepper, olive oil. Now let's put this in the oven. Yeah, 5 minutes. All you need is 5 minutes for that one. You just need to tenderize it so it's able to roll. And everybody can do the vegetarian dish too. You know? It's what we call it is involtini, which means stuffed. So you stuff stuff Like you stuff the eggplant or we stuff the chicken. It's always called involtini. When you turn things around and you stuff them, it's called involtini in Italian. Your tomato soup should be simmering. Okay. And it should be done within 30 minutes. Okay, you have 30 minutes for your soup and then turn it off. And then you put your croutons on top with a little bit of olive oil, fresh basil. That's why we didn't use all the basil. And you have your appetizer. Okay.
Was that, we're still cooking the tomato soup for another 30 minutes?
Yep, another 30 minutes. Then afterwards, put your croutons on top, fresh basil, a little bit of olive oil, and you have your soup. Nice and fresh, but don't forget, put your salt and pepper as much as you like, you know, because everybody's different on their salt content, right? But don't forget that in the end, add your salt and your pepper too much as you like. And then you add your croutons, a little bit of olive oil, fresh basil, and boom, you have your tomato soup. Okay, so you have your appetizer. Because while your appetizer is done in 30 minutes, so is your chicken. It's gonna be done. Chicken doesn't take that long to make. Or the eggplant rolled with, but we're gonna start that once everybody is ready to fill it. So if you guys are ready to fill your chicken or your eggplant. So.
Sounds like someone's getting electrocuted in the electric chair there.
Yeah, well, that's the timer for the oven. So, yeah. So the person that is vegetarian, take out your eggplant. Because now we're ready to begin all together. It's gonna be soft enough. Okay. All right. So what we're doing now is asparagus. Never. Okay, asparagus. Let me get my bunch of asparagus. Don't cut too much. Okay. Chico, can you hold the? Thank you. All right. So the ends are never good, but a trick from all culinary people. The ends is what you make the soup, asparagus soup from. But we're not gonna teach that today, right? So just cut off. I don't know how big your your chicken breast is, but cut enough just to fill it sideways. Let me show you. Let me get it right. Okay. So, más paso. There you go. Okay. So I can see my chicken breast is not that big, so I'll cut here. This I can use for soup if I wanted to. Okay. Now, fill them. Don't fill them too much. Don't be greedy. Maybe 3, 4, 5 pieces. Okay. Because we have to put spinach, we have to put ricotta. And you put them in the middle. Okay, just put them in the middle. Don't be greedy, don't. You have so much more to put. So, then we're gonna put spinach. Oh, la spinach. Just in the middle. Okay. And by the way, for the person that is vegetarian, you do the same thing. You lay out the eggplant and the zucchini on top of each other, and you put the asparagus or spinach or whatever you want. Okay. Spinach. Chico, yo he comprado espinaca. Yeah, yo tengo un contenedor, por favor. Don't forget your toothpicks, because they're gonna come in handy. Then your ricotta, don't forget your ricotta. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See? So I have my spinach and my asparagus all in the middle. Okay. I'm gonna take out my ricotta. And I said to you guys for 15 ounces, because you know, it's a lot. A dab. Another dab. So you think is enough for yourself? You start from the. Can you move a little this way? This way. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Brush it in all together. Roll it. Don't worry, some pieces are gonna get out. But roll it. And the way you close it is with a toothpick. Straight down the middle. On the edge of it. Actually, I should say the edge. So it kind of looks like a sandwich, you know? So it's all encased. It's all encased. This is the easiest way to do it. You know, a lot of people like doing the wrap with twine. This is the half. So we're gonna do it again, so I can show you. Again, I have my asparagus in the middle. Let me put some spinach. Okay. Let me put some spinach. You want the full 5 leaves, doesn't matter. Just depends on how much you like of certain things. The fuck is my lip? Oh. $1, $2 for ricotta. Okay? And then you squash it all together and then roll it. Stuff it and roll it. You get mix it with the sandwich. It's all going to cook nicely together. I think everybody should be able to do this, you know. It's going to look like this, you know. What we're going to do is sear it. And with the eggplant, okay. Let me show you with the eggplant. All right. The eggplant and the zucchini, yeah. Okay, still put it in a little bit of flour. Put the zucchini on top of the eggplant. Let's put some asparagus in it. Put some spinach. Some ricotta. And we're going to try to roll this, that it doesn't break too much. But because eggplant is a watery based. So it's like a so good. Can be a little bit harder, but you can do it after it does gain a little bit of more moisture. But it looks like a nice little roll. Well, the spinach is always going to be over there because you need to cook it down anyway. So everybody get their frying oil, put it at medium heat. And your pan should look something like this. So like not a deep pan, but at least a frying pan, right? Because you need a little bit half oil. You don't need it to overcome the food. You just need it to be at the half point. Turn it up very high, your burner. So I have enough oil to cover the pan, which is your goal. Because in the end, we're not going to finish this in the pan, we're going to finish it in the oven. That's why your oven should still be on to 375, right? We're going to wait 2 minutes until the oil gets hot. Oh, mine is already hot, and I placed it in. See how it's sizzling? Okay, that's what we want. Now I'm gonna put the other parts. You let it nicely sizzle. And give at least 2 minutes on each side. Then we'll put it in the oven so it's all fully cooked and all the flavors get together. Don't worry about the toothpicks, they won't catch on fire. That's why it's considered a hack. Same thing for the person that is vegetarian, put it in frying oil. I'm gonna put it in the same pan because I'm gonna eat it myself. Okay. For you, it will take 2 minutes less. So after that, you see that it's kind of sizzling, turn it over. Because the vegetarian one is not meat, so it's literally like sizzling already. Turn it over 1 minute after you put it in. Okay. So I have turned over. And now I'm already taking out the vegetarian one. Okay. Take it out. And I'm gonna put it in the oven. Okay. For the meat. Turn over your chicken. Turn over your chicken. If you have a little bit of browning. Okay. Then put it on a sheet pan and put it in the oven for 10 minutes and it's done. Okay. Okay. Hold on. So that's how it should be looking. Put a little bit of the oil that you were simmering with. Now put it in the oven so it's nice and fully cooked for about 5 to 10 minutes. I don't know how everybody's ovens work, but mine is pretty strong. It's at 375. Okay. It's at 375 and it's gonna be done within 5 to 10 minutes. For the person that is vegetarian, put it in the oven for just 2 minutes, but it'll be done. I mean, already you cooked through everything and all the flavors are gonna blend well with one another.
Chef, what's the temperature of the oil when we're searing it?
High, because you're finishing it in the oven. You just want to sear it so it has that golden color. So the temperature of the oil should be high just to give the coloring, because you're finished cooking in it in the oven. Does that make sense? So all you have to do is just wait and hold on, is it about time to turn off your soup? I think so. Yeah, I think you're done. I think you're done with the soup. Turn that off. Turn off your soups, add your salt, your pepper. Don't forget, garnish it with croutons, your basil. And then you're now ready to eat your entree. I know this multitasking is crazy, huh? Imagine when we have to cook for like 50, 100 people. But by the way, I just shared you my tomato soup recipe, but this is also a tomato sauce recipe. You just don't add as much water. You'll be a happy camper. You will never buy Prego again. Okay? You'll never buy any tomato sauce again. So just you have to just wait 5, 10 more minutes because everybody put it in the oven, right? And your tomato soup is done. So you can start. You start eating your tomato soup. Don't forget your croutons and your fresh basil, a little bit of olive oil. Don't forget to add your salt and pepper. And then for your second, you have your chicken. Your involtini, which is called involtini di pollo. Chicken, stuffed chicken. Does anyone have any questions? Do you need a little bit more time, or you guys okay? Guys having fun? Yeah, I know. 5 more minutes.
We're probably not going to eat for a couple hours. Should I just let it sit under the pan and then just heat it up before we eat?
Yeah, I mean, you can do that. I mean, whatever you like.
Just
but
let
it's
it sit.
cooked. So all you have to do is heat it up when you're ready.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay.
But it's gonna be.
Thanks.
You're welcome. It's the asparagus that needs time. That's why. Because we didn't blanch the asparagus, right? So because we didn't blanch the asparagus, we wanted to soak. We want the chicken to soak the juices of the asparagus. So a lot of Italian people, we always want to blend the flavors. Now, blend one flavor and then take it out and then make it, and then add it, because we want the juices to be there. Those are the important ingredients. And also the vitamins and everything that they extract. We want it to be all in one and the same. Is everybody doing okay? All right, thumbs up, perfect. Thank you. Dan, thank you. Wendy, you doing good?
Yeah, I still have some stuff in the skillet. I haven't gone to the oven yet, so I'm just a little behind, but all good.
Just a little browning, you know, and then put it in the oven?
Yep. They're
Okay.
about to come out and hit the oven.
Perfect. Good job, Wendy. Emma, you good?
Is the
Perfect.
white, is the white wine just to drink?
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, the white wine is just a drink. It's a little joke that, but you know, I didn't tell everybody.
Perfect. Oh, wow.
But it also, it goes well with both dishes because it's light.
Perfect. This looks delicious. Thank you.
Oh, no, you're very welcome. Thank you so much.
I
You're
ordered.
gonna enjoy your
drizzly-
dinner. I promise you're gonna enjoy your dinner. The white wine is gonna go perfect with both dishes. That's my inside joke.
Perfect.
Well, mine's kind of a mess, but I think it is going to be still delicious.
You can already smell that it's delicious.
It's going to be
right?
good.
You can already
Yeah,
smell it.
yeah. I think it'll still be
Yeah,
good.
you can smell it already.
Yeah.
Stephanie,
Yeah.
you okay?
Good.
Uh-oh.
Stephanie, you okay? Yeah, you got it? All right. Sean, you good? Okay.
Yep, just waiting for to finish in the oven for like 5 to 10 minutes. But yep, I'm
Yep.
good.
Exactly. Okay. Sarah, Michael, you guys okay?
Yep. Doing well.
All good.
Okay. Michael, you good?
I am, thank you.
All right. Perfect. Well, I'm guessing you guys are good.
We're
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Going into the vegetarian after. I didn't understand that it was do one or the other, and we did both.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry that I rushed to the vegetarian one, but the vegetarian one is simply cutting the eggplant and the zucchini long ways. Yes,
It's gonna be great.
look,
and stuffing it. Yes, because it doesn't take much time. Like it can be done like fast.
Will, if you made too much, I can come over and help eat some of it.
See you soon, girl.
Or I can use it as a special if you want. You can bring it to me, like you know. But I'm glad everybody's doing good. It should be done. Take everything out of the oven. Everything. Take it out of the oven.
that's a figment of when you put it in the oven there, Lena. Mine went in late, so mine's not done yet.
Okay. Well, then 5 more minutes. But really, it should be done by now. Remember, I mean, we already seared the chicken. We just have to cook the inside of the chicken, right? So it usually only takes 5 minutes. And then while it's resting, it's always cooking while it's resting. And so like Deborah said that she's not gonna serve it for a while. That means that it would be cooking while it's resting, okay?
Oh, that one.
But Tom, for you, yes, 5 more minutes. Just to ease your mind, my love. Don't worry, you're not gonna get salmonella or some shit like that. Come on. So this is how it came out. 5 minutes.
Beautiful.
Can I see it?
Mhm.
No. Oh, wait a minute.
But we don't get the temperature high enough. for
Yeah,
oil.
no, I think you're right.
Love, you're on.
I know.
Okay. 5
Who's
minutes.
his turn?
What's that?
Okay, I put my timer on, I got it. And now it looks nice and brown and juicy. Because you don't want to overcook your chicken. Okay? When you slice it up, it's gonna be nice and creamy. Like a cordon bleu. But the Italian version, you know, but yeah, we don't talk about that because that's French and we're Italian. But enjoy your dinner. I hope everybody had a good time.
Always.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, you're very welcome. But
Thank
thank you very much for joining me and enjoy your dinner. You did a great job, everybody.
Thanks so
You
much.
did.
Thank
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank you.
so much
Guys.
for organizing again.
We'll do it again
Thank
soon.
you.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Ciao.
Tom.
It's
Thank you.
fun.
Ciao.
Later.